Hey, official gang, what's going on, man? It's your boy, Official Vado, aka V. In this video today is a continuity of YoungBoy interview with Official Kev. I said Official Kev with Bootleg Kev, as he promised us there was going to be a continuity of the interview that he had with YoungBoy. Without further ado, without doing too much, we'll just get right into the video. As you guys know already, what the video is about, and you know what they pretty much talked about in the first part. So we're gonna get into the second part. Shout out to Bootleg Kev, by the way.
What's your favorite Disney movie of all time?
Are you talking about his favorite movie?
The
now?
Little Vampire.
Oh, you talking about, I don't know the Little Vampire. Transylvania?
It's kind of old. It's about the kids. I think he stays in Switzerland or some shit. And the little.
It's a Disney movie?
I watched it on Disney when I was little.
Oh, shit.
Disney when I was little.
So we're like far apart in age. Well, not too far. 12 years. I don't age myself too much, but when I was growing up, it was Lion King, Aladdin, Toy Story.
I used to watch Aladdin a lot. I told you guys in
Toy Story, that old?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize, man. No disrespect.
No, it's all good. I'm old as fuck. I get it. I'm washed, man. Yeah, Toy Story's that old, the first one at least. So how's the bread?
Whatever age you is. So no.
Do you wanna wear the hat? The first Toy Story came out probably when I was like, I want to say like 8 years old, maybe 9. So it's definitely old school, but I don't know.
Toy Story. I remember Toy Story. Like,
You got it.
I don't think you have to be old to watch that.
Show everybody my
Like,
fucked
to
up
be,
hair.
You've been a bully.
You know what I'm saying?
He's
Like,
fine.
I won't say a fan.
Babies are gonna baby, man. For you, man, talk
Yeah,
about
some good
fatherhood and
babies,
how
yes.
you know, obviously, you do have a lot of children, and you know, I've been around you to see in a short amount of time that you're a great father. How important is fatherhood to you, man?
I'm not really big on it, to be honest.
That's a
What do you
good
mean by
question.
that? You're not big on it.
Exactly.
Like I mean, you're a family man. I'm here with you. I
See how like, and this in
But
that
I'm only like,
in that part right there, like how he's trying to get YoungBoy to elaborate. Like, what do you mean you're not too big on that? Like, that's exactly what I was expecting in the first part of the video to
in here
get him
'cause
to
you
talk.
Oh,
He's open.
well, I don't
See,
believe
it's
you.
a crazy topic because I'm not the type like the sugarcoat nothing. But
Okay.
I'm 4 walls all day, every day.
When you say 4 walls, you mean locked in,
Yeah.
just honed in on the music,
Mm-hmm.
recording? You
Right.
can take the hat. I don't mind.
We bond a lot, but I'm mostly literally inside.
Working.
No. No matter if I'm watching TV, I'm just sitting there all day. I'm stuck inside just one room. I don't
Dang.
really travel this house like that.
So even in your own home,
You don't.
you'll be
even
stuck
get
in
to-
one room.
I don't know.
That boy locked in.
Like
He wants
That's
to
what
have
I
it.
need to be on.
Jason is dude.
Let him take the hat. He wants it. You can have it. So even at home, I mean, obviously we're in a beautiful house right now. You have a beautiful home. You'll still kind of just stick to one room in the house.
Yeah.
What do you think? Why is that? You think, man?
There we go. We come in with the questions, man.
I don't know. I would say I'm like I wouldn't say I'm going through a lot. I'm just me.
Do you find yourself?
They're just me.
You know, I've heard you refer to the music as therapy. I am going to need this hat actually because this is bright. Do you feel like being alone in your thoughts is a form of therapy for you?
It's kind of my way of staying sane.
Being by yourself,
YoungBoy
being
using that
secluded,
therapy shit.
relaxing. Is
I
it
mean,
watching
that
TV?
music
Is it
shit as a
writing? Is
therapy,
it?
Huh?
I don't do no writing.
Just go straight
Yeah,
in the
watching
booth.
TV
Rocking.
and a video game.
What is your go-to movie, TV show? Like, what about TV shows? Like, what are you watching? What are you binge watching? What's YoungBoy binge watching?
Man, I'm boring.
So what do you watch?
Nothing but old shit.
What's old to you? Because what's old to you might be
Like, I watch The Sopranos.
greatest, maybe
like that
top two
shit,
show
too.
ever.
I watch The Godfather just back to back.
All three? Mm-hmm. Third one's the worst one, right? I think it's like one,
It's
two.
kind of the best to see his growth, but you learn that like it kind of give you the thought of that's why you need to stay dangerous.
That's true.
That's why.
Right.
That's why you need to stay dangerous.
So you love Sopranos.
Yeah.
What about Breaking Bad? Did you ever watch Breaking Bad?
Oh yeah, I watched that with my wife. A couple episodes. Probably, yeah, a couple episodes. I like it.
Breaking Bad's crazy.
Oh, man.
The Wire's another one. If you
He's
love
giving
Sopranos,
us so much
I watched
intel
The
right
Wire,
now,
too.
and
Did you
I
finish
really
it?
like it.
Yeah, I watched it twice. The whole
me
every
too.
season.
Me too. I just rewatched it when the pandemic.
I like how Kev is, managing to keep him talking right now. You can tell it's different from the first part of the interview. I think like it was just more like, and not just more, but it was more like rushing into the interview with him. So now I think like it's more at ease, even more at ease in this part of the video. Like he's elaborating on a whole lot that's personal to him, on a whole lot that's personal to his family and stuff. What he does on a regular and stuff. Knowing that like he's the type to just stay locked in, just stay focused. It just shows you how much like he take this rap shit serious. And that's what I'm getting out of that so far.
First started, I showed my wife, and it made me realize, like, I don't know, it just got better the second watch. Like Omar Little has got to be one of the greatest like TV characters ever. Like, who was your favorite character on The Wire?
Bodie.
Bodie, man. The story of
Badass
Bodie, man.
Bodie.
Shout out to Bodie. And he lasted so long in the show, too.
Yeah, he just ain't catch his cut at the right time.
He didn't, man. That's real. I feel like somebody should do, it could be you, anybody should do a song from the perspective of Bodie. Like, I think that would be crazy. Because, Bodie was,
boy look at
he
him
hung
like-
around. He survived for so long in that show.
He had it hard too. He was fucking over him bad.
For sure. That's dope, man. Yeah, so The Wire is my favorite show of all time. What about video games? What are you playing right now?
Man, Call of Duty.
Watch Dogs,
Love Watch Dogs.
Red Dead, and Madden.
Oh shit.
Red Dead
I ain't even
Redemption
played Call of
is
Duty, man.
amazing.
Play Madden. I mean, of
We were
course.
talking earlier about it when you were on your horse, but
I think
if
Madden
you're on
and
Madden,
2K is kind of like
what squad are you playing this year?
mandatory.
I've been running with the Dolphins a lot.
Tyreek Hill is a cheat code, right?
Yeah, that team is like strictly speed on offense.
My son murders me with Tyreek Hill every single time.
It's kind of hard to guard.
He's like the wide receiver Mike. So back in the day, Mike Vick, when he was in Madden, Mike Vick was kind of the cheat code in Madden. What's up, man? And I feel like Tyreek Hill this year is the cheat code. Get a high five?
No,
High five? Yeah. And I miss having a 1-year-old. My son's 18. My son just turned 18. I got a little grown ass man.
that's his favorite word.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, pound it. There we go.
Yeah.
You're learning your words. You want the hat again? You can have it for a sec. It's bright though. Hey, what up, y'all? I'm excited because I'm gonna be flying to Tampa to DJ at the Odd Sox holiday party. Most kept loved bootleg.
Let's move it quick or whatever. We wanna go to YoungBoy's part and stuff.
And get
Okay. I think we're
8%
back
off.
in
That's
right
half
now.
off. Half off. KingPalm.com. You see the brightness? Oh, thank you for putting it back on my head. You're so polite. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I wonder, man, like, you know, when we think of like Mount Rushmore of this rap shit, and like I told you earlier, you've kind of done something that not a lot of people have done, and you've been extremely successful in a very shallow business, without being, you know, kind of sticking to your beliefs, sticking to who you are the whole time. Are you kind of like self-aware to realize that like you are on the Mount Rushmore of like this hip hop shit that lasts like 10
he's
years?
a
Like,
face
you are
of it
like
all for
up
all the
there.
youth.
You are the Pac of our generation for so many people.
I never
I'll
seen
agree
him
to
say
that.
it, so it's like I got a long ways to go. Like, I don't know. I just want to go until they say it, and it's molded.
But who's they?
The industry.
Fuck.
You know what the industry is? That's the people.
I think so many people say it. Now, whether or not there are people who put together these end-of-the-year rap lists,
He's talking about
and
some
these
real shit right now.
quote-unquote tastemakers, you have so many people, real people, going to work every day, taking care of their kids every day who say it. To me, that's the shit that matters.
I be on a regular job sometime. Like a construction company. Or I just sit in the office every day, just all day.
Just relax,
That's
be a regular
calm.
person.
Yeah.
Bro, imagine you want your imagine you want your I don't know, your bathroom to be remodeled, and then you go to this company and who's there? YoungBoy. YoungBoy he's giving you an inventory. How cool would that be?
So if you could do any sort of regular job, you'd be having a construction company?
Yeah.
Could you ever see yourself like, retiring? Is that even something? You're 24 years old. You have, I don't even know how many albums at this point. A lot. Could you ever see yourself, like, do you have thoughts about what happens after rap?
I'm kind of set on going to jail right now, so I don't really think about too much.
Hey,
That's
want me to
sad,
put you over
bro.
here? When you say you're set on going to jail, what do you mean? Like going back? Like you think that that's just in your fate?
I guess that was my life.
He's young in his career. I know like YoungBoy started at a young age. Like he started rapping at a young age, and he probably feels like he's decades in right now. Like considering the amount of music that he's putting out, the amount of lyrics, the amount of projects, and for him to be surpassing everybody and stuff. And it's quite of a work. It's not something easy. There's people who had decades in the industry, right? And they are not amount to whatever that he has done, created so far in his career. So it goes to show, man, like he probably don't even think about, after rapping, like what happened. Just like NFL players, like most of them don't think about like what after football until like they get into their late 30s, or if they even get to play for that long, or mid 30s and stuff there. Then that's when they start thinking about it, because they so locked into it. They so passionate about the game. They see nothing else. They just want to do that. And most of them, to be honest, when they go to college, I know like that's a off topic and stuff, they tend to like pick subject or pick pick careers or pick stuff that are like gonna be around football still, whether it's been a football commentator, or whether it's been a football analyst and stuff like that. So yeah,
I don't let it bother me or no shit like that. You create the bed, you make the bed you lay. Yeah.
So that's kind of where your head's at when you think of the future. Still. That's interesting, because I do think, shout out to Donnie Brasco that's on too right now. Shout out to Al Pacino, all-time GOAT. Well, I think that
baby
you
fun.
are somebody who has an immeasurable amount of influence and moreover power when it comes to this rap shit. Like, I had this conversation, are you familiar with the artist named Lil Russell?
Lil Russell?
He's from Oakland. He does concerts in his backyard. Independent kid. Whoa. Okay. But we were talking about it yesterday, and I was like, you know, there's a few artists in this game who, if they went independent, could break the music industry and really kind of expose it, right? And you were one of those names. I think it's you. I think it's Drake. I think it's The Weeknd, who really have the power to kind of like shift the industry. You've already done it in such a way, especially when it comes to YouTube.
Yeah, right.
But you know, you're one of them, bro. You're him, bro. Like, you know, I think you definitely have a future outside of ending up back in jail.
Hey, I real life hate this shit.
Real life hate.
This shit take a toll on me.
Yeah.
Why does it feel like that? Why you hate to
Kids.
share?
Just the music industry, being
Just-
famous.
Just, I wouldn't blame it on the industry. It's all about how you go about it, and I'm not that strong.
That's important to be self-aware about, man.
Right. A man that is aware of his flaws is a man that's growing, and that's exactly how I see YoungBoy. Like, I see him coming in as like a teen or whatever it is, and now he's growing into a man, whether it's like taking care of his family, raising his kids, like trying to do the best or putting the best project out to influence the youth however he can influence them positively. And sometimes we let, you know, negative things get the best of us too sometimes. So it still got, like, I feel like for me, like, it still got angers, like, energy that he's dealing with at certain things that he cannot really separate himself from. So we'll see how that goes.
I like, literally.
You got
You
the
I mean,
shovel
piano
here.
is
Great
okay.
nigga.
Like my wife, I don't know, bro.
How much therapy have you tried to go to? I know we talked earlier you've gone to rehab, but therapy is an important tool in anyone's box, not just yours, but anybody's box, you know, to kind of deal with some. I mean, not everyone's as strong as we try to portray ourselves to be.
I tried it when I was 18. It was court ordered, and I finished it.
Yeah, I think the court ordered shit's different though, you know? Like, I think you could have, you remember, listen, you're a Sopranos guy. Remember Tony had a therapist?
Yeah.
You remember that?
I thought that shit was gonna get him killed before I actually finished the show.
For sure.
Yeah.
But Tony went to therapy, man, and it helped him deal with so much because, you know, I always say this, like, for whatever reason, men in this world, we're not allowed to,
Seek therapy.
society doesn't, they frown upon us being hurt. They frown upon us having feelings. We're supposed to hold it together. We're supposed to hold down the kids. We're supposed to hold down our wives. We're supposed to pay the bills. And
That's
I
how
feel
you
like
see it, man.
if you're the head of your household, if you're the head of your crew, if you're the leader, who do you talk to if you're going through some shit? You know what I'm saying?
Good question. Great.
Do you have that
question.
person, or do you just internalize it, put it out through the music?
That's a great question. Let's see how YoungBoy deal with that.
I don't even love music to that point no more. Where I run to the microphone,
Wow.
and no, I don't got that person to talk to.
You
Everybody
flat
should
out said
find
it.
that person.
I don't like the
I think you
person
should,
I talk
try to go back to therapy, man. Because,
I have it on this Saturday.
oh, you do? Okay. You got to be able to talk to somebody who doesn't already have kind of like their mind.
This is what I feel like. I feel like he got to talk to somebody that kind of like understand him, understand the life that he lives, understand where he's coming from. Somebody that's kind of like been through certain things as he's going through, like certain things that he's going through right now. Somebody who went through the same thing would have been a great match, a great fit for him. You know, somebody who can relate to him.
Up about you or who can't benefit off you. You know what I'm saying?
Cause the whole thing, it was just with therapy is like having the customer or the client or the person that you're giving therapy to open up to you, relate or whatever. Like, you want to be able to relate to them and make them feel at ease, make them feel comfortable to tell you certain things, and to see like what's the next procedure going to be. So if he's saying like he don't like the person that he's going through, that right there in itself is a problem already.
They get like you can kind of bare your soul to somebody. So.
Right.
Mom,
Young boys, mom.
Mom,
He was talking to Jason.
hey, I can smoke a cigarette in here? I can smoke a cigarette right here?
I like how
Fuck about this. I'm trying to move in the middle of the water.
that Jason.
Middle of the water?
Mm-hmm.
Island?
Shout out Jason, man.
No. Like,
You want to be on a boat?
yeah.
Nice.
Jason on the
And the
beat.
only way
That's
you
his
come
engineer.
here, the helicopter fly off that bitch and grab you and come back.
Wow.
I like that.
Like,
Bullshit.
lately I want to live on the water.
Bullshit.
Bro, I really like this bitch. Like, God, man, this bitch ain't even my playground.
Right.
Like, I have my own get shit like that. Other than that, like,
Yeah.
I don't travel this house.
That's crazy, man. So for you, like, because for people who don't know, you're very secluded where you are. When you say Gravedigger Mountain, like we're literally, there's a mountain. You have a mountain. It's your mountain. But for you, like, secluding yourself even more is interesting. Just getting a houseboat, getting a yacht. Hey, if you want to see me, these are my coordinates. Pull up on a helicopter, we ain't talking.
I told my wife that last night, she asked me how I eat.
Fish?
I say fish. She said you can't eat fish all day.
Yeah, you can.
I said I get some food shipped to me, I guess.
Yeah, you would have to, somebody would have to boat it to you. But that's not, I mean, I don't think that's unrealistic.
Yeah, but
Are
then
you-
again, with this whole idea of living on the water and stuff, like you still need, I think, like as a human, you still need human interaction, right? You still need to interact with other people, others outside of the people that you know, outside your wife, your kids, your mother, your father, your homeboys or whatever. You still need that. Like I think it's very important to interact with other people, having conversation with other people and stuff like that. See the perspective outside of the world that you live in, outside of this box that he's trying to include himself in or seclude himself in. So that's a different way to think about things. I ain't gonna lie.
You like,
Hey, you could tell that I was smoke, like Dodo smoke cover this part. I was
Yeah.
like,
no, I
Yeah.
can tell, yeah,
It,
for sure.
it's
This
choking
is the first
on
time
it.
you smoked in this part of the house?
Pause.
man, actually, when I was looking for looking for this suit earlier, man, I walked out that fucking studio smoking a cigarette and I had to keep that door open.
How long have you smoked?
I've been smoking cigarettes since I was 7 years old.
Sheesh.
My dad was like that. My dad tells everybody I've been smoking since I was 8. You want me to give this shit up? My dad got arrested when he was 9.
And I think
He tried to burn down his
my
house.
goddad, I think this nigga ran away from the army. But he can't, you know how you get a home pass, I guess?
Yeah.
And that motherfucker ran away to New Orleans because he didn't want to go back. So I guess during the time, like, as he was at the house, I used to be watching that nigga smoking cigarettes, and anytime he throw that bitch, I go grab
You
it.
grab it and you smoke what was left?
Yeah.
Damn.
I feel like most kids, to be honest, that's how they ended up smoking. Instead of they second smoke or they smoke after somebody that probably threw some shit away, and they get it.
Yeah, I did that one time. My dad threw a cigarette down. I was probably like 7. And I remember I picked that bitch up. I took a hit, and I was coughing so much I threw up. And my mom was like, see? That's what the fuck you get, picking up a fucking cigarette. And ever since then, I was out on it, man. I was out on it.
I just want to be better than yesterday.
It's important, man.
I know. And if I get this certain amount of money and run and go away, I would.
So for you, your interest, like, it's almost like if I can get to this certain goal, whatever it may be, you're comfortable with just disappearing.
For sure, for sure. Once all this behind me, move to Europe or some shit.
Wow.
Once the legal stuff is out of your way,
Yeah,
we might
just
not hear from you.
all this put behind me. Oh, you gonna hear from me.
But we don't know where you are.
I think you always know where I'm at too.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been what, 3 years now since you've been dealing with the current situation? Almost 3?
Yeah.
Is it wearing on you yet, man? I'm sure at times it's got to be tough to kind of just feel confined. I mean, obviously you have a nice place, but it's still...
Yeah, but I got it better than so many people.
For sure. Who are stuck in their
You're
apartment.
blessed, my boy.
Are stuck inside a fucking city going to the club every weekend.
Yeah, the club, man. I don't get it anymore.
I got everybody to approve who I love and who I like to be around.
That's important.
They come when I call.
Mm-hmm.
I don't wake up in no cell.
No, you have a beautiful property, man.
Yeah.
You got beautiful animals. You got beautiful children. Your wife's here.
Oh, yeah.
You got it made, man.
Hey, we literally could hit that trail and go all the way behind this mountain.
Hey, we got to stop the interview real quick, man.
Kev, I like that you put more insight and stuff up here. But we want to get to the interview, my boy.
Shipping. It's crazy to see, like, the things that, like, you know, your environment changes you, it teaches you things. Like, for you, like, do you feel like you've kind of adopted, like, being like an outdoorsman a bit? Because I feel like you got to kind of embrace nature if
I
you're going
want
to
to
be
really get into it. Like, I want to learn how to fill my backpack up on my own, go up in the mountains, start a fire, cook something, eat it, come back.
Like,
Bro, that's exactly what I was thinking. He needs to learn survival mode, like survival techniques and stuff like that. Like go hiking, like you said, pack up his bag and stuff like that. Learn how to butcher a fucking deer. Learn how to fish. Learn how to like cultivate, or learn how to get his own food. Learn how to like set up a fire. Learn how to, you know, get a fire without having matches and stuff like that. It learns to learn stuff like that. I think those right there would have been therapeutic for him and stuff. I see like there's people who go exactly through shit that he's going through right now, and that's a good way for them to cope. That's a good way for them to like, you know, free their mind up a little bit, like, and understand themselves, get to understand where they are, what they are capable of and stuff.
Yeah.
You ever watch those shows on Netflix where they're naked and they have to survive in the middle of nowhere?
I glanced at them a couple times.
It's intriguing because you'll see how they start fires. You see how they like, they'll catch fish. No, that's so you might, that might be a nice little side mission for you, just to kind of.
I think you'll do great doing something like that. We're gonna go to the forest
for a day. We're gonna camp. We're gonna catch our food.
Hunt,
I had
cook.
a bobcat jump out on us up there one day.
A bobcat? What happened? Did it run off?
Man, that bitch tried to get to the can now. That bitch literally tried to run into it. It was me and Lil Dump.
Did it run off? Did it survive?
I even looked to see where it went. All we see was it covered out the bushes.
I'd be worried about
food.
I'd be worried about bears, bro. Have you seen any bears up here?
Man, I know
I
coyotes
really
for
think
sure.
I saw a big print before.
See, those bears are the ones, because they'll come in the house to look for food.
They trash can and all
I
that.
hope that don't never happen.
Have you ever watched that Leonardo DiCaprio movie Revenant, where he gets attacked by a bear from behind and he just gets fucking destroyed?
No.
It made me scared of bears forever. I'm an animal guy. I would like to pet a bear one day.
I'm scared of their speed.
Yeah.
Ain't no getting away from this bitch.
The speed and the force.
Ain't no getting away, man.
Man, nah, for sure, dude. I just think it's been
fast like a go-kart.
I just think it's been dope, like, you know, to kind of see how you've been able to do so much from here. You've done so much since you've gotten out and since you've been in your current situation.
that kind of would make me second guess a lot though. I was blessed to get a bond and to be able to be put in this position.
For sure.
So I be saying to myself, like, bruh, if I do this, I'm fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
You see how they going about me now?
All
So
right,
I'm
that
pretty
shit
sure
is done now,
if I
young
do
boy.
anything,
Put that
it's
shit
just
down. Take another one.
against my probation,
Yeah.
that's my ass.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, man. They're on top of you, for sure. You're definitely, and that's just gotta be stressful. Because at all times, you're kind of under a microscope. And
It kind of make you do right.
it forces you to
It
maybe not
challenges
make
you.
certain decisions you would have made.
For real.
Do you think it works?
Yeah.
Do you feel like once all this is behind you, you're going to the same output we're getting? Is that something that we're going to continue to get?
What he
Are you
said?
gonna-
I didn't catch
the
that.
same output we're getting? Is that something that we're going to continue to get? Are you going to tour the country? Your fans haven't seen you live for I don't even know how long. I mean, you got to know if you did a tour right now, it's sold out arenas, 52 dates, if that's even something you would even want to do,
Man, I'm telling you, young boy come out, sold
Is that
out
something you'd be
everywhere,
interested in doing?
man.
Going and seeing the fans?
A year
I
ago,
think he really wants that too.
I ain't want to. If I probably got off house arrest, it probably would have took all the way to this time of life for me to go on stage.
That's deep.
I think that's my cheat code,
Mm.
staying off the stage.
I don't disagree with you.
Write that shit out.
A lot of artists, they really have, even if they don't want to go on stage, it's this is kind of how you really make money for most artists.
But a lot of artists, they got great ass music, but it ain't gonna go if they don't touch that stage.
Right.
Right.
It ain't gonna go if they not on tour.
Mm-hmm.
You have broke. That's why I was when I
That
said
boy
earlier, like
different,
you really
man.
are
Young boy
you're an
different.
enigma when you think of the music industry because, like you said, you haven't toured like most artists that are as successful as you are, and you do have kind of like I think you have a lot of power, man. You have a lot of influence on this industry. Period. I don't know a lot of people who were dropping music the way you drop music until you started doing it. You know.
Right.
Because a lot of artists mind fucked. A lot of artists, they don't play the game I play. They worry about numbers.
Right.
I ain't never gave a fuck about no numbers. I'm part of the food chain. Raw
That's how he
material,
looks at it.
the supplier, then the buyer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how all that shit add up like that. That's how when a nigga talk that shit, I can literally whip out a plate. And they got over 100 certifications on that bitch.
So you have
it don't stop there.
100.
It don't
Man.
stop there.
100 gold and platinum records.
It's like what place sell food for? Albertsons.
Albertsons, Ralph's,
You
Smith's,
walk in
is that right?
Albertsons, you see all that motherfucking meat inside that freezer. You know damn well all of it ain't being bought, but I can guarantee you it's one person walking in that store at least buying something from each category a day,
Yeah,
and it's gonna add up.
that's the game you're playing.
I can't be fucked with.
I don't disagree.
He's just
numbers
saying
don't
ain't
lie.
that man.
They do not-
Yo, the look on your boy's face be so serious, boy. Like you be thinking like, damn, boy, what the heck you thinking about?
All right, man.
And everybody numbers being played with. If you pay attention, there's only no more than 5 artists that did big numbers this whole year.
This is true.
Hey, and I guarantee you, out of them 5, 3 of them artists, his numbers was bought.
Oh,
I think that a lot of that is starting to get exposed.
Man, fuck it, I ain't going that route.
Yeah, I think a lot of the stream farms. There's an artist that my boy from the label. He's working because I do radio, so he's working this record.
I know ain't not one thing scripted about me.
Yeah.
I ain't got nobody inside no label. I ain't got Jason telling me to go about something like this.
No, for sure, man.
do
Ain't
whatever
shit
the fuck you
scripted, so
wanna
I
do.
know Man, this shit's so real. This shit real.
That shit off
real
the
like
dome. That
reality.
shit off the heart.
No, I
Hey, the
appreciate it.
real ones are gonna.
You know what he said? You can take the pain from me. Like something like that. He said he can take the pen from me. As in like he doesn't have a ghostwriter. Everything that he wrote, everything that he spit is straight from his heart and his dome. You know what I'm saying? Like I see
Yeah,
what
they
he's
gonna
talking
fuck
about
me.
right now.
For sure. Yeah, I think,
All through my flaws, they gonna run with me.
and I think, you know,
Shout out
embracing your
Jason,
flaws,
man.
figuring out, like, kind of understanding what they are.
That's the problem I got with this game today, bro.
You kind of have to be nuts not to jump into real
Let's
estate.
move on. Let's
But
move on.
it's not what you think.
I'm one of them niggas. I ain't always been a stand-up guy in every situation. Or I ain't always been right.
That's important to admit. Yeah.
Man, that's with every fucking man.
No, you're right, though. Like,
Yep.
you know, me being here, you just reached out to me one day. I don't know what interview you saw mine, but you just had asked me, like, do you enjoy what you do? And it was randomly. You and I have never met. And I just hit you like, hey, dude, I'd love to talk to you one day. And, you know, we made it happen. So I appreciate you
That's great.
opening up your home to
That's
me.
great,
and,
man. That's great
know,
that to see YoungBoy is paying attention to what's going on outside of his world and willing to give people like Bootleg Kev a shot. Not that I'm throwing any shots at him and stuff. So, yeah. Not going too deep into
me
that.
out to Utah, man. It is cold as hell out here. I almost ate shit on I wouldn't call it a snowmobile. It's like a snow scooter.
A moon bike, whatever.
A moon bike.
A
That shit
moon
had me
bike.
fucked up. My legs are really wet right now. For you, man, talk about just
You
like,
say your legs with.
oh yeah, my shit's all the way up to here.
All my fucking ass with, then.
I mean, we are kind of sitting on a freshly clean couch.
Riding that horse, yeah, and then the couch just got clean. Riding that horse, yeah, and then the couch just got clean. That's why we sitting on these.
It's damp for sure. We're damp right now. We're just in the snow, 100%.
Real talk.
I was gonna ask you, man, like somebody who I think who is also very anti-industry, but is also very successful right now, and you have such a great chemistry and working relationship. You guys got a couple of songs that I love. Is Rod Wave.
Yeah.
He is an amazing guy. He's
Oh,
from
he-
St. Pete,
he
which I
broke,
lived there for a long time.
That's
You be
somebody
breaking
who ever win in the
the
game.
back part.
Like, I think he love what he do,
He's so good at it, man.
and I think he's so positive and so taking in the people. Ain't no way he could fail.
That's real. You've been known to do a collab project here or there. Would you guys ever do a whole tape together? Maybe like a little EP or something?
I think that'll be a setback for him.
You think so?
My image fucked up. Like, I think I gotta stay in my own lane.
That's fair.
That's
You guys do got some couple great joints here.
that's very unselfish that YoungBoy think about that, because most artists wouldn't think about that at all. They would think about like what kind of benefit they can get out of that, and for him to put it in perspective, like, okay, if I go ahead and do that project with that person, it might hurt their career, it might hurt what they have going on. So I think like it's best for me to just like stand on my own lane and stuff. So that's great. Shout out Rod Wave too.
How often
Making
are you
good
like
music,
discovering
great
new
music,
artists? Because
man.
obviously you have
Very
your crew, you have
inspiring.
your label, like your artists. But are you?
Heartfelt type of music.
Do you listen to much other music outside of your own stuff or your own guys? Like, are you tapped into like?
Not really. I know about a lot of artists though that I think the world don't know about.
Give me an example
Well,
of that.
I'll just say they underground, but I like Yeet.
You like Yeet?
I was saying like that's like Yeet.
Okay.
Yeet, I don't think Yeet underground no more.
He was, but he's not now.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of more artists like that that's to come.
Yeah, there's like guys like Destroy Lonely and Yeet and
Yeah, it's lonely hard.
yeah, no, yeah. I feel like There's a difference between being like underground because you're not necessarily commercial, but I think once you get to the point where you're getting 1 billion streams, I don't know how underground you could be, you know? Because I think some people still consider you, who are like just generic music fans, they might think that you're kind of like underground, but you're not. You're one of the biggest artists in the world. You know what I mean? So,
and that's cause like he's not trying to blend in with whatever agenda they have going on in the music industry right now. That's because like he's standing on his own, and it just feels so different. It just feels like somebody was trying to break in, even though he has accomplished so far throughout his career, even though he has accomplished so much throughout his journey with being an artist, being a rapper, being like providing us with the type of materials, the type of songs that he has been providing us for years. Yeah, I think that plays a
because they
part
live
in
in a
it.
different world.
that's true.
They not into nothing like me.
I mean, you are 101, man. I'll say that. I don't think there's any denying that. Does it matter to you, because you said earlier, when the industry says you are that, does the recognition of the quote-unquote industry from where you're at right now, does it even matter
Oh man,
at all, even if it's at 1%?
I don't think YoungBoy
I'm
care about
paid, I
none
don't
of
give a
that.
fuck, and that's all I want to be. I told you, you gotta learn when the jokes is on you. We ain't nothing but entertainment. And at the end of the day, we're the most lowest people on earth because we got an image to keep up. It's hard to be yourself.
It is hard to be yourself.
That's true.
Man, you know how many niggas be wanting to come across that bitch and talk crazy about a woman, but won't because they know that shit tear that image down, and a lot of people don't like that. So they're not gonna speak their mind. And it's a whole lot of different situations like that's different than that. They be eating people up. But they got this shit down packed. They ain't gonna let nothing play with their image, I guess.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, I
for
think
sure.
a lot of people get caught up in their image. I think a lot of people get caught up in their social media aesthetic, how they look online. Where it's like, at the end of the day, if you could just unapologetically be yourself at all times, it should work out for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What turned out bad?
I mean, it could turn out bad. I mean, like,
God, they got so tired they get to starting to feel like, oh, he really
trying
a
to
piece of
shape.
shit.
Uh-huh.
But this nigga ain't got no type of morals or sympathy. But then again, they just don't know, like, you probably one of the most soft-hearted people walking the earth. One of the most giving ever. But all that shit don't matter when their opinion come about.
I think society does a really bad job at judging people because mostly we judge people off their worst moments.
I'm against society.
But think about it, like,
I just know today, like, hurting people ain't the way. It hurt to hurt somebody.
right.
Yeah, but I don't give a fuck about that.
Nah, I mean, listen, I think people like to judge people off of their low points in life. You might have one bad night, make one bad decision.
But I swear, if it was anything to show you, I want you to see all my low points in life.
No, you've been very transparent with that.
I wouldn't want you to see shit.
Right. You mentioned you went to rehab recently. Is that something that has you found helpful?
Yeah, I really needed it time. And I met some very cool people. And I was accepted in a way I never was before. So I love that place.
Was it in like a 12-step meeting? Did you do like a 12-step meeting, where you like everyone sits down, everyone shares their thoughts? I've been in some meetings before.
I think they cleared the house out for me as I arrived, just to let me check it out.
Yeah. It's important, man. I think to be self-aware enough to know, hey, I gotta go see somebody. It's important.
Very important.
I love being high.
I think everyone loves being high. It's just what comes after that.
Yeah, it's just, it's not the time.
Right.
It's not the time at all.
Stay
Yeah, I
focused
love
right now.
being high as well, and drunk and all of that stuff. I've been in my own personal, situations, but especially with alcohol, man. Alcohol's a motherfucker, bro. Because you'll be having the best night of your life, and it goes left like that.
Tell me about it.
Alcohol
Man,
is just
have you
different.
fucked
It's a
up.
different
Now you gotta go to
substance.
I love to pop that shit when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
I love
You
to
start
pop,
drinking, you
I
start.
love to pop that shit.
When your boy said, I love to pop that shit when I'm drunk, I think about Ack. I think about DJ Academics and shit. Once Ack is drunk, man, there's gonna be a bull in this bitch.
Like,
Bitch, I tell you about yourself. Oh, fuck you.
would you say like,
Bitch, I tell you about
you
yourself.
know, everybody's complicated, but a lot of times when we see you online, right, and you're popping your shit, is it like, let's say, not necessarily recently, but would you be like drinking at the time most of the time, or?
No, that's 100% me.
I mean, listen, alcohol brings out the truth.
No, I'm talking about I be sober.
Oh, okay.
That's 100% me. I rarely let them catch me.
That's real.
Nah, for real. That 100% me. Fuck you, that's how I'm really feeling. I love you. That's really genuine.
Okay.
Who are somebody, you've had some big homies in the rap game. Obviously, Birdman, Kevin Gates, go on and on, shout out to Gates. Who are some people who consistently check in on you and your well-being that aren't necessarily trying to get a feature or trying to, get something from you? Is there anybody at all in the music industry who
I don't really talk to nobody but Vato or Stunner most of the time. I could tell you about these niggas though. You get your soul hurt. You get your soul hurt meeting somebody and finding out that it
ain't who you think they are?
Nah, fuck no. Then a nigga get mad how thorough you is.
You
Bitch,
gotta
that nigga
take
get speaking on you like you ain't who you say you is or something.
Yeah.
So Birdman's been pretty consistent, of making sure he.
That's the 5.
Yeah.
He said that's the
Oh,
5.
Obviously, I'm sure you learned a lot from him.
He with anything I'm on. Literally.
Shout out to Birdman, man. How's the, I know you just dropped an album, you just dropped another single. With your current situation, I know you got like a one-of-one type of situation. How long is your deal with Motown, Capitol? Because you could burn through it. I feel like you could burn through a record contract in like 3 months if you really wanted to, like a traditional one, obviously.
But that's the problem. Like I'm caught up right now.
Like you're free to do whatever you want, obviously.
Yeah, but I ain't trying to give out shit free, cause I see they ain't trying to take care of me. So everything gotta be counted for, or drop me. And let me show you
See
some
where
shit.
you're coming from.
Would you ever consider going fully independent with building an infrastructure and a team out where you can just say, I'm gonna do me?
My life ain't set up that way. I'm down for it though. I ain't gonna fail.
Okay.
But shit.
Like one day, maybe. Maybe not currently.
Yeah, hopefully one day. But I want that money, man.
I mean, money's important, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we do what we do, right?
It's going
Sometimes
for
that's
it.
the only thing. And in some situations, that's
Shit,
the
I
only
want that
thing
money,
that got your
man.
back.
The money?
Your money.
That's some real shit. Well, listen, man, I appreciate you having me out.
I appreciate you for coming, bro.
I had a great time.
That was
I
a
think we were
great
supposed to make a
interview.
song, but we'll do it another time, I guess.
Real tough.
I look forward to just seeing the rest. I mean, look, 2024 is coming. I know you're gonna have a big year. I just appreciate the hospitality, man. I know you don't do a lot of these, so it's a big deal,
Yeah, that
for me
is
to
a
be up
big
here.
deal.
To me, so thank you, and I just, man, for sure, bro. It was a
Come
fun
back.
time.
Come back anytime without the camera.
Yeah, for sure. I'll come back with the camera. I'll bring my kid with me. You know what I'm saying? We hop on the horse.
That's hard for sure. Go sleigh riding with the dogs.
The sleigh riding. That sounds fun.
That's what I'm trying to put together right now for my video.
Let me know. I'll pull up, man. I'll bring the kid, no cameras. We'll just have fun.
Bring the grade digging trucks. I got a lot of RC cars.
Yeah, you got the Can-Ams and everything. Yeah, no, for sure. And then I'm gonna
Kev
bring you an
is
actual
having
grade
fun
digger
with
truck.
that boy.
A monster truck. It's a monster truck. You know that, right?
My dream is to turn a Rolls Royce truck into a grade digger.
Oh, that'd be fucking
What?
crazy. I mean, I'm sure you could just make that happen tomorrow if you want. You just gotta find the guy to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you, man. Stay safe. You know, I love to see your growth, man. You know, I think that's something that I've publicly said in interviews. Like, I just love to see when people are self-aware and they grow, because who we are yesterday and who we are today and who we're going to be tomorrow is not who we are today. So, much love, bro. Appreciate you, man.
For sure, man. Thank you.
Young boy.
5.
Big
Can we show some
five.
love to our family?
Man, I love this interview. I don't know. For some reason, I just love it. It's just, and I think like Kev, he did a better job at this second part. Though, like, he shot everything the same day. Like, it's the same day. I don't know if you guys remember when they said like they were going to make a song together, and then after that, it was like, you know what, we're not making the song. We're just gonna sit on the couch. We're just gonna, chop it out. I think that part of the interview, I really love it because it tapped into like who YoungBoy is as a man, and also he taps into like how he's growing, how he see the world around him, how like the things that he's trying to set up for himself, and what he's not trying to do, or what he's not trying to get caught up on. And I see a lot of growth from him, to be honest with you. I see a lot of growth. I think like a man that's trying, a man that's aware of himself, a man that's aware of his wrongs, and being able to correct them, or even have a strategy to correct them, is somebody who's growing. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we're going to have to give him some time to pretty much get some things right. And the fact that he's going to therapy too, that's something that's helping him out. I know he touched on like not feeling like he doesn't like whoever his therapist is. I hope like he can find somebody else that can pretty much relate more, that he can relate more with or to, or somebody who can relate to him. But besides that, I think he's doing great. He's on the right path, man. He's on the right path. People are just telling me, like, I talk through the whole video. I talk too much. Like, understand, this is a reaction video, man. Like, if we don't talk most of the time, the video do you know how many videos like that I have on this channel that is blocked, that you guys cannot see or anything? I think like I'm gonna come with a solution. The thing that I'm going to do is just, I'm gonna have a Patreon account where it's just, I'm gonna put uncut footage in there for you guys. Because when we do those reaction videos, bro, like sometimes we upload that 3, 4, 5 times and still cannot get to you, man. We're trying, man. We're trying. Give us a little break, man. Like, be lenient. I'm saying, but that was your boy Official Vada, man, aka V. We out, man. That was YoungBoy with Bootleg Kev. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video. I'm out.